Hi my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a holiday glam look prepared for you guys, and I'm kind of torn between two looks. Like I want to do a hot pink look, but then I kind of want to leave that for like Thanksgiving. And right now I'm looking at these like hunter green shadows from a Sigma palette that I really want to dig into, and my heart is kind of like aiming towards that. So I think I might do that and then do the hot pink look for when it gets closer to like Thanksgiving. So anyways, that is what I have planned for you guys today. I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow and the entire skin with you guys. And of course, everything that I did use in today's video will be listed down below for you guys. Who's excited for the holidays? I know that I am. I am so freaking excited. It's going to be our first time here in Arizona. I mean, we've been here for Christmas, but because my sister has lived here for 4 years, and so we would come and visit her for the holidays, but we haven't been here like living here for the holidays, you know, for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So we are super stoked. And the weather, you guys, is seriously so amazing. It's like in the high 80s, not too hot. Like it literally feels like Oregon summers, and we're loving every single bit of it. So anyways, I know that I always make this intro so long, and I always see comments, oh my god, you talk so much. It's like, I'm sorry. There's a reason why I put timestamps down in the description. So if you look at that, you can skip right to where I start with the tutorial. And if you are new, you probably don't know that, but I love talking to you guys and, you know, get to know you. Like sometimes, yeah, getting straight into the makeup is super fun, but I also like to sit here and chat and see how you guys are doing. So with that said, this intro is probably super long, but like I said, timestamps are down below, and you can always skip through the intro and go straight to the makeup portion or makeup section, timestamp, whatever you want to call it. For my primer, you guys, I'm going to go into the PLOUISE base primer in the shade RUMOUR 02. And I'm using this Gel Cosmetics CC number 2 brush. It's a nice flat concealer brush, but her collection of brushes like these are meant for cut creases and to clean up the brow and apply your primer and so forth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with cleaning up my brow, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Line and Define eye tapes. These are from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Love these, you guys. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it right here because I do want my eyeshadow to be really nice and clean. This really helps as a guideline as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my Sigma palette, picking up the shade called Terra or Tira, whatever. I don't know what it's called. This shade. And we are going to use this as our transition shade. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is start to apply it right here towards this outer corner and keeping it in the crease. I'm not gonna go up too high. I still want this color to still peek through. Such a stunning shade. And then with whatever we have left, we're gonna start to bring it in this way. And the reason why I'm going in with something very small and precise, if you guys have been watching my videos, the reason why I do this is because the brush is so small, it allows me to apply the product where I want it to stay. So if you go in with something super fluffy like this, it's just going to go up a little bit higher, and it's going to, which is not a bad thing if that's the look that you're totally going for. But when it's small like this, you can keep it in one place, and then you can switch your brush, which is what I'm gonna do right now. Something like this, nothing too fluffy. This is from Makeup by Ariel and collab with Morphe. And with no product, I just start to buff this out and smooth it out and blend. And it's not gonna go up higher than what I want it to go. I hope this is all making sense, because when you go in with something super fluffy like this compared to this brush, as you guys can see, it's obviously bigger. And so what this is gonna do is buff it out and blend it out, and it could possibly go up a little bit higher. If that's the look that you're going for, by all means, do your thing, girl. But I wanna keep it right here, and I hope that all makes sense. I'm gonna switch back to this brush, go back into that same shade, the shade called Terra, and just warm it up a little bit more and go back into that Morphe and collab with Ariel. Same thing with no product, just buff. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna go into the shade called Evergreen. This dark forest green shade reminds me of back home for Oregon. So I'm going to apply this all over. I'm gonna apply this just towards the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm gonna start to bring it down right here. Still going into that same small brush from Morphe. And I wanted to share this tip with you guys. So this is like a regular towel, you know, or servilleta for the kitchen. And I just like to go like this with my brushes. And I always get questions when people ask me like, how do you clean your brushes and still use the same one to apply a second eyeshadow? And this is what I do. I mean, they do have like, I have like this other brush cleaner on the go, but I don't know. I kind of feel like this is better. I don't know. But it does clean the brush, and then I can just use it again. I start to warm or darken this up a little bit. And again, because this brush is so small and precise, like it's just going to add it there. Compared to, again, if I were to go into something like this, it can get super smoky right away, and you could possibly hide the second eyeshadow. So I love to use small detailed brush like this because you can still see that brown that we don't want to lose. And then I'm going to apply this right here, really close to that tape, and then warm that up like that. All right, guys, I'm going to go into this gel liner from Maybelline, and it's their Long Lasting Drama Gel Liner. And I'm gonna go into gel just because in case if you're gonna be going out to an event and you want your eyeliner to literally last the entire night, I do love to layer my eyeliner. So for an example, we're gonna go in with this first, and then we're going to set it with some black eyeshadow, and that, I promise you, will last you the entire night. To apply it, I'm gonna go into my Sigma E21, the smudge brush, which is seriously one of my favorite brushes ever. Okay, so I'm going in, you guys, to this angled brow brush from Sigma. It's meant to do your brows, but I love to use it for eyeliner as well. It's the E75. And I'm gonna go into that black matte shade from the Sigma palette, and I'm pretty much going to apply it like this. I don't wanna bring it all the way in. I just really wanna make sure that this still looks like a cat eye and it's pulled back. Because this brush right here is a little bit too thick to bring it all the way towards the inner corner, and I don't want it to be super like high up. I want it to be slanted. All right, guys, I'm gonna go into the PLOUISE Base RUMOUR 02, and I'm going to go into that same Gel Cosmetics CC number 2 brush and pretty much start to cut your crease. So I want to be really careful and not go up too high so that way we can still see the brown, the dark green, and just cut it. Don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just add the green eyeshadow that we're going to go into or something sparkly. I want to cut it so that way you can see the green more cut. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how else to put it. To look more clean. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade called Cosmos, which is this nice green shade. Like, it's so freaking beautiful. Like, I just can't, you guys. Like, look. So gorgeous. And it just gives me so much like holiday vibes. So I am going to apply this, excuse me, all over the lid. And then we will go back and kind of touch up the outer corner if we need to. I'm gonna go into the MAC, I believe, I don't know if it's the 248 or 243, but with no Fix Plus or setting spray, nothing. I'm straight going into the pan. I am going to start to just press it in, apply this everywhere. For lashes today, I'm gonna go into Baddie B lashes in the style INSTAHOE. I think this was like the first pair that I ever bought from Jenny 69's lash brand launch a long time ago when she first was coming out with her lashes, and it's crazy. Years later, I get a PR package from them. Like, it is just mind-blowing. You guys never stop believing in yourself. I think they're absolutely beautiful, super on the glam side, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start to prep my eyes with my mascara. I'm gonna go into the Hello Lashes from IT Cosmetics. Seriously, still obsessed with that mascara. And I'm going to slap on these lashes, and then I'll be right back with you guys to start off with the skin. I'm gonna start to take off these eye tapes, you guys, from e.l.f. As you guys can see, like, it leaves it nice and sharp and cut. So I'm gonna go into a makeup wipe from Neutrogena, and I'm just going to remove any fallout. So this is super important. Whenever it comes to like holiday glam and I'm doing something super smoky, I make sure that I do my eyes first and then I go in with foundation. Taking my Too Faced Hangover replenishing face primer. I use this all the time. Seriously, so freaking bomb. It helps my makeup last a lot longer, but at the same time, you guys, I love using this because it doesn't feel super dry on my skin. Since I am gonna go in with a lot of powders, I like for the, my skin underneath all that product to feel hydrated still. So for foundation today, you guys, I've been loving this IT Cosmetics CC cream where it feels more like skin and it doesn't feel super heavy on my skin. And to apply it, you guys, I am gonna go into my BADDIE. This is the NG306 brush, and the foundation or CC cream, you guys, I use the shade Light Medium. And I've been loving this stuff because I have a lot of redness, especially around the mouth and the nose area. And this CC cream, you guys, it covers it, but at the same time, it doesn't look cakey or heavy. So for concealer today, I'm gonna go into the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Almond. Yeah, in the shade Almond. Haven't used this bad boy in quite some time, and I'm just going to apply it in the areas where I normally always do. So for my cream contour today, you guys, I'm switching it up and I'm going into foundation. I'm just going to a dark foundation. This is from NARS. This is their All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade semi matte All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Medium Dark 1 Syracuse. Hopefully I said that right. And all I'm doing is I applied it on my clean hands on the back, and I'm just picking up the product and I'm just applying it like if I were to apply my cream contour like normal, and it just looks more like skin. Like, look at that. It just looks so glowy and nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a beauty sponge from BADDIE and I'm going to start to blend out my concealer. I love to let my concealer set for a little bit because I just feel like it hides my imperfections a little bit better, and it definitely, you know, looks nicer and when you allow it to dry a little bit. I'm gonna go back into that brush that we used to apply the other foundation from NARS and just going right over the concealer, you guys, just to make sure that there is like no harsh lines and everything looks nice and blended, as you guys can see there. For my bronzer, I'm gonna go into my HOOLA bronzer from the Benefits FOURSCOPE Earth Angel palette. So I'm gonna open this up so you guys can see, and I'm gonna go into the original HOOLA bronzer. And then to apply it, I'm going into my Morphe M405 brush and just pretty much go in while we just blended out all our creams. And the reason why, if you are new to my channel, I love to do this right after I've applied my creams because it does, I feel like it doesn't look chalky. And I've noticed that whenever I would do my powders first and then set it with my bronzer, I feel like it will look like patchy. I don't know if that makes sense, but I mean, it looked patchy on me. So I love to apply my bronzer right after I blend my cream contour. And I do take it into the eyeshadow as well. I'm gonna go into my Artist Couture Creme Brulee. You guys can also use my code with Artist Couture. And I love to use this stuff, you guys. It's a pressed powder to highlight this under eye, but to also set the concealer. And then I will go on top of this with some translucent powder here in just a second. But this just gives me extra coverage, and it also allows my makeup to last a little bit longer because, like I mentioned earlier, I am combo, so I want to make sure this is like all locked in. And then I'm gonna go into my Airspun, and you can find this at Target, Walmart, super affordable. I think it's like $5 or $6. No sé si le subieron el price, but from the last time that I checked, it was. And I'm just gonna go ahead and bake underneath these areas. I told you guys I was gonna go in with a lot of powders, especially if I'm gonna be going out to an event and taking pictures. I definitely don't want my face to look super oily. Going back into the Lasting Drama eyeliner from Maybelline, I'm going to take my smudge brush from Sigma, the E21, and I'm just going to run it towards the lower lash line. And I want to keep this just towards the outer corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with that black eyeshadow from that Sigma palette. And I'm going to go back into that green shade one more time that we used all over the lid. I'm going to bring it towards the lower lash line and bringing it towards the inner corner. I am going into the Real Techniques setting brush and just pretty much dusting away all the powder that we have laying on our skin. I'm gonna go into the KKW Beauty. This is her brightening powder in the shade Brightening number 1. So I am really curious on when KKW Beauty is coming back because I feel like they have really great stuff. Like I was obsessed with their concealers. I love obviously this brightening powder, like I already hit pan. And her lipsticks are amazing too. So I just personally really been enjoying KKW Beauty a lot more. Just miss it. I'm like, when are they coming back? I go back into that Earth Angel palette from Benefit, taking the shade called Honeymoon, and this is just their blush in this palette. And I'm going to just apply it on my cheeks. I love applying it on the apples of my cheeks. I know that the rule of thumb, oh, it smells so good. The rule of thumb is to, especially if you have like a round face like me, is to apply it like right here where your eye is, from right here back. But I love when my apples of my cheeks, like when I take pictures, I love how this looks rosy. Taking a bullet pencil, I'm gonna go into the shade called Cookie, and this is a highlight. I just love this shade so much. Literally apply a little bit of amount because it literally gets, because it is so bright. Like look at that. Ooh. I'm also gonna apply it just in the inner corner, get that glow. So I went in with the brow freeze from Anastasia. So I'm gonna go into finally my brow pencil from Benefit. Precisely, my brow pencil is seriously one of my favorite brow products. And in the shade 3.5, I'm going to start to create hair-like strokes in my brows. And I want to keep it very natural and keep a nice fluffy brow. I'm going to go into the TRESLUCE Intenso liner in the shade, I believe it's Tranquila. Yeah, Tranquila. And this is going to go into my waterline. I definitely want something more on the nude side because we have a lot of like, you know, darkness on the eyes. I definitely want my eyes to still look a little bit bigger, especially in photos, but it's totally up to you guys. You can make this super smoky and apply black or a brown eyeliner, but I'm gonna go into nude. All right, so for lips today, you guys, of course, we're gonna go into something nude. You guys can go into something red, hot pink, whatever you want, but for me personally, I just love doing a nude lipstick. I mean, I always do nude. I do apologize, but whenever I do a smoky eye or something super intense like this, I just have to go in with a nude. I'm gonna go into the Murillo Twins times Beauty Creations, and I'm gonna go into their lip pencil in the shade Poppin'. And then for the lipstick today, I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton. Like I was saying, I would definitely wear this glam if I was going to a Christmas or a Thanksgiving party. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys were able to learn from this tutorial. You guys know that with my tutorials here on YouTube, yes, it's fun to play with makeup and show you guys how to create certain looks, but I do also want you guys to be able to learn something. So if you guys did learn in today's video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe before you do leave my channel today, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Any other makeup looks that you guys want me to do for the holidays, comment down below and I will do that for you as well. So I love you. I'm sending you guys a really, really big hug, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Besitos. I'll see you soon. Bye.